It's not very often that a firearm surprises me, but when it does, we are going to talk about it. Let's go. What's up, guys? Joe here from Scruffy Arms and ScruffyArms.com. Hey, if you're not already subscribed, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification, share this with your friends if they're gun enthusiasts. Almost to 1,000 subscribers. I really can't believe it. I never expected to have as many subscribers as we do, and I am genuinely thankful for all of you that care about firearms as much as I do and watch these videos. So I try to make them as informative as possible, and hopefully you get something out of them just like I do. So if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that I am a big fan of wood stocks. It may not seem like that when you look at a lot of my firearms that all have aftermarket stocks, and there's a reason that they do. Because most of them were budget rifles that I wanted to upgrade, and the easiest way to upgrade a budget rifle is to put a new stock on it. But what if I told you my cheapest firearm, far and away, my cheapest firearm, my oldest firearm, absolutely shocked me today. So what am I talking about? I am talking about my J. Stevens Arms 20 gauge single shot shotgun. This is a beautiful shotgun. Okay, I picked this up at a local gun shop, and if you guys have been watching the channel for a long time, I've had this for a while, and I've done some work to this since I got it. When I got this, it came off of an estate, and they were in the shop trying to sell off some of their guns. And this one was in there, and the guy was like, well, it needs a little bit of work. We're not even sure if it shoots, so maybe like 75 bucks. And so I was there, and I was like, well, hey, at the time I was in school, I was I'm in gunsmithing school. You know, I'd love to take it off your hands, and they gave it to me. When I appraised it, this thing maybe 100, 125 bucks you could buy one of these for. And so I got it, brought it home. It had a lot of surface rust on it. I cleaned it off, did a lot of research to figure out, you know, what is this? Because it's hard to tell on the camera. My camera's not good enough to pick it up, but there's etching on this side and the other side of the receiver, and it's very, very difficult to see. So I had to get magnifying glasses with the right type of light to get in there, and it is a J. Stevens Arms. I can't even still read it. J. Stevens Arms Company. And when I did the research on this, you can tell the years of production by what the company was called at that time. And so when I did more research on this, found out that it was produced between 1920 and 1940, and they come with a full choke. That's how they came. Okay, so this is 100% a hunting shotgun. Single shot 20 gauge. This would have been used for rabbit, squirrel, upland game, you know, all the things. This is just a fantastic hunting shotgun that there's not a lot to it, guys. It's a break action. It's a hammer fired. You bring the hammer back, you pull the trigger, it goes boom. I've replaced the firing pin on this. I have scrubbed it down and got all the rust off. I've protected it. I have brought the wood back a little bit more, as you guys can see. It's got a pack mirror recoil pad, which doesn't do anything. It's just a hard plastic. This thing is super light and super handy. But let me tell you what surprised me. Let me put this away and I'll show you. Alright, so what surprised me was I went to the range today, and I went to the range with my oldest son. He and I went out there. I got drawn for spring turkey, so I wanted to pattern my shotguns. I thought, you know what? I haven't taken this shotgun out to shoot yet. I've had it for a long time, and I still had not shot it. But you know what? I did all that work. let's see if it even shoots. I knew it was safe to fire because I redid it. I checked the barrel. I checked it. Everything on there was tight and safe, so I knew it would be safe to fire. So like, all right, let's give it a try and see what happens. And first up, I have another shotgun that I just got yesterday. Just got it yesterday. And I'm going to do another video and show it to you guys. It is a beautiful, beautiful shotgun. It's a Remington 1100 that I got from my uncle. It was made in 1983, but it has an improved cylinder barrel. So I was like, let's check both of these and see what happens. So I wanted to pattern them because if I plan on hunting with my shotguns here in just 2 months, not even that, a month and a half, I want to make sure that I know what they're going to do. So I got exactly what I expected out of the Remington 1100. I know with an improved choke what that is going to do. So it was a fairly large spread. It was about a 24-inch spread at 25 yards, which is about what you're going to expect. I didn't take them to 50 yards because I was just using target ammo. So that, I mean, I expected that type of spread out of that type of choke. And we even had some going even wider. Because it's not that different from a cylinder. It's just constricted a little bit more. Well, I knew that the 20 gauge has a full choke on it, and full choke is great for keeping your pattern together tighter for a little bit longer distance. I was like, okay, I wasn't holding up a lot of hope for the 20 gauge, to be completely honest. I've owned one other 20 gauge a long time ago, and it was actually it was an over-under, so it was another break action, but it was an over-under 20 gauge that I had that I used as a upland game gun. I wanted to use a 20 gauge because I felt 12 gauge was blowing the snot out of the birds I was shooting, so I wanted to go to a 20 gauge for that. And it was a beautiful, beautiful gun, but I've always been a 12 gauge guy. So what I did is I use this brown paper. If you guys don't want to spend a lot of money on shotgun targets to pattern, you can get brown craft paper that is tons of feet long, and you can take this and spread it out and use it. So let me show you what I did here. So I hung this up at 25 yards. I'm going to cover myself in the photo here, or in the camera. So this was at 25 yards, and I don't know if you guys can see it that well. Get a little bit closer. But at 25 yards, it was a little bit left, but the entire spread of this, the majority of the spread was 18 inches. And I know it's hard to see on here, guys, but about 18 inches of a spread with a target shot out of a 100-year-old shotgun. That's what surprised me. Okay, so it wasn't the fact that the shotgun fired. It wasn't the fact that I hit the paper I was aiming at. It was that it was that accurate, pin on the target, 25 yards, that good of a pattern with target ammo. I was just using Federal trap and skeet ammo. That's all I was using. So I wasn't using a hunting load at all. And to get that type of result is extremely encouraging. Now it was a little cold today. My son hadn't really shot shotguns before, so we were doing proper holds with that. We were trying to get the patterning done. So we did the patterning on both of the shotguns. And it was a great time. I had a great time doing that with my son. And then we took our 308s out and we're shooting them. So decided not to record that because I'd rather just enjoy the day with my son and not have the camera going. But when we saw what the 20 gauge was doing, we were like, man, we got to talk about this. So here's the thing that I think is really funny is that, you know, post-SHOT Show, there's a lot of new options for things coming out, and we're getting ready for turkey season. I've already started seeing manufacturers pumping out these brand new turkey shotguns that have the red dots cut out so that you can get them already coming with the little red dots on them. in the semi-autos and all that. And I have a firearms business, and I will sell you any of those that you want. What I thought was really funny was you can get one of these single shot shotguns for a fraction of the price of pump action shotguns and even semi-auto shotguns. Semi-auto shotguns are expensive. You're gonna be paying quite a bit of money for those. Pump action shotguns, depending on what you get, you're gonna spend around $300. Around, you can find some cheaper, you absolutely can, but around $300. This is $100 shotgun that just did a ridiculously tight pattern at 25 yards. I did the math. At 50 yards, we may have about a 2.5 foot spread. I'm sorry, it should be doubled. So a 3 foot spread at 50 yards. If you guys have turkey hunted before, turkey hunting is up close and personal. 50 yards is about as far as you'll shoot for a turkey. And a 3 foot spread, that at 50 yards, I mean, the likelihood of me getting a shot on the turkey even at 50 yards is really, really good with that. So we're going to get some game loads, and we're going to put some game loads in there, and we're going to see what happens. If I'm getting these good results, I'm going to take that 100-year-old shotgun out to the field to hunt turkey with during my turkey season. I still have the Remington 1100, and I may take that. I would like a little bit tighter constriction on it to be able to reach out. It is not threaded for the rem choke, so I'm looking to see if I can get a barrel that is threaded for the rem choke so that I can put different chokes on it. And if I do, we'll see how that does, because that is a big deal. That really is when you're talking about spreading your shotgun range out. But that Remington 1100, guys, I can't wait to show it to you. It is going to be a fantastic bird gun. I am so excited to show you guys that one. But tonight, I did not want to take the focus away from the J. Stevens Arms 107B break action 20 gauge shotgun made between 1920 and 1940, and still to this day in 2024 is an extremely viable hunting shotgun for all of your birds, all your squirrels, and even your turkeys. So guys, I hope you're all doing well. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Tell me about your shotguns. Tell me about if you've got any family heirloom shotguns, what's been handed down to you, what's the oldest firearm you've ever fired. Would you hunt with this shotgun if you had the ability to do it? And what do you think? I'm wildly curious. I think this is a wonderful shotgun. I'm a sucker for the break actions. I think they're absolutely amazing. And if it's going to do stuff like that, you're going to see more of it with me in the field. And it doesn't hurt that that thing is ridiculously light. So until next time, guys, as I always say, stay blessed, and we'll see you again.